Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing something on my iPad. So today we're doing a digital art sort of video, and I've got my coffee. It's Sunday morning and I'm excited to try out something new with you guys. Today's video is sponsored by Clip Studio Paint, and they've actually invited me to try out Clip Studio Paint on the iPad. I've never actually used Clip Studio Paint either on the iPad or on a computer, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to just try it out and try and make like a finished illustration on Clip Studio Paint without actually ever having any practice with it. I have a lot of friends who use and love and swear by Clip Studio Paint, so I've heard amazing things from them, and I would really want to give it a go and see what the hype is all about, you know? So the first thing that pops up when I open up Clip Studio Paint on my iPad is whether I want to do the standard version or the pro version, and just for today I'm going to try out the standard version in case anyone out there wants to try it out as well. So yeah, while this is just setting up, I just wanted to say that even though today's video is sponsored by Clip Studio Paint, this is, again, my opinions, obviously. And the whole point of the video is me trying it out and, you know, giving you guys my honest opinion on it. So let's get into it. Yeah, it just has like the toolbar on the left and, you know, the extra things on the top, and let's have a look. Okay, so it works with my finger, and the undo and redo are the same as what I'm used to. So 2-finger tap and 3-finger tap. And I can change the settings so it doesn't work with my finger. You can do 3D drawing stuff as well on this. That's so cool. Ah, cool. So this button stops it from drawing with your finger, and whenever you do that, it just actually moves the canvas around. So settled that. Cool. And I'm gonna have a look at the different pens that they have. The different drawing things that they have over here. How do I change the size? Ah, there we go. Cool. Okay. I like that. I like that. And the different pen styles that they have. Markers. What do they have under pencils? Ooh, pastels. We love to see it. I'm just getting myself acquainted with the tools before I actually go into, you know, drawing something out. And I really like the pen pressure and sensitivity stuff that they allow. Awesome. And then what do they have under this? Ooh, okay. Love this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen my friend use this one a lot, this brush. Super cool. Oh, this one's gonna come really nicely when I'm coloring in and shading the skin. I'm excited for that. Oh, I like the gouache a lot. Okay, I'm really vibing with the brushes here. So, oh, that's so cute. They have some artificial brushes and like patterns and stuff. They're adorable. Oh, I love this. I made something similar like this on Procreate myself because they didn't have a brush like that, so that's pretty cool. Flowers. Oh, they're so pretty. Yes. I love this. This reminds me so much of like Paint, Microsoft Paint. Oh God, remember those days? This is bringing me back. This is so fun. What's this? Oh, this is Blenders. Okay. Cool. I'm quite acquainted with this now. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff here that I still need to figure out as I go along, but I figured out the brushes, which was the first thing that I wanted to, you know, figure out. So I'm just gonna sketch something out while I'm here. I'm not sure what to sketch out, actually. Get a bigger brush size. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. I love the texture of this pencil. Love, love, love. Okay, if I want to resize it, how do I... Where are the layers actually on this? I know that there's layers. Here we go. Is it this? Yes. Hi. Ah, figured it out. I can only imagine how annoyed some people back home watching this are, who like know how to use this program and are just watching me struggle. It's always just the first struggle, and then it's fine. I don't know what exactly I'm gonna draw yet. I'm still figuring it out. I think I'm gonna draw a boy just because I've been in that mood recently. I was afraid I was gonna be a lot messier with this, but actually it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like in terms of me trying to adapt to a new program, I think this is really easy to use. It's user-friendly. I'm figuring it out. I just think, since we're all in lockdown, it's time to, it's a perfect time to learn new things and new skills and new programs and stuff like that. So I thought this would be a nice opportunity, to collaborate with a brand that I've been wanting to try out for a while. So again, not sure what exactly I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with the flow, with whatever my brain is feeling. I didn't exactly have a plan for today's video. I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit down and draw whatever, comes to mind. Because I really want to give him like a little sprouting flower on the top of his head. Right here. There we go. Cute. I love it. Okay. I kind of like the sketch we've got going on right now. So I'm going to add another layer and work on the actual line layer. So let's add another one. And I'm going to turn the opacity down on this one if I can figure out how to do it. Oh, here we go. At the top. Duh. And I'm going to pick out a nice inking layer. Inking pen, I mean. Sorry. Which one do I like best? Okay, I like this one. I'm going to use this one. So I'm using the tapered pen. So let's do it. I always find inking just like so relaxing, the inking phases. I just find it so nice and chill, and I could just turn my brain off and just draw. I love it. I'm probably going to speed up a lot of this though, because you probably want to get to the good stuff. Alright, there we go. This is the final line art layer of the drawing that we're doing. I really also found out while I was lining that I love that it like snaps to the right angles. So it snaps to like perfect angles when you rotate the canvas like this. I don't know, I just found that really nice. So now it's time to add some color onto this. So I'm gonna go into my layers and make this into a overlay as I usually do, and then I'm just going to add a background color first. Okay, so there he is. And now I'm gonna grab a bigger ink marker and start adding color to this. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to line his little sprout on his head. How could I? Oh my god. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now that we've got all the flats down, I just kind of took my line art layer, duplicated it, turned it into a normal layer as opposed to an overlay layer, and then turned the opacity down on both my line art layers until I kind of get the look that I want. I just do this so it turns out like saturation on the overlay line art layer a little bit. I don't know, it's just a weird thing that I do because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but yeah. So we've done the flats now, and it's time to go in and actually do the shading and stuff. And I think this is the alpha lock. No, I'm trying to figure out how to do an alpha lock layer. Yeah, figured it out. Sick. And now, which one was it that I really liked? I think it was opaque watercolor that I really enjoyed. Yeah, I think so. For shading and stuff, I think that was really nice. But there was also another one, which was the gouache that I liked. It might have also been that one. I can't really remember. I just know that I liked a lot of the brushes when I was testing them earlier. I really like this brush and this whole like setting because it really plays around with the pen pressure and sensitivity. Like, I don't know, it's good. I've never had something like this before, and I really enjoy it. I can really mess around with my pen strokes, and it does some cool stuff with the colors. I really don't know how to explain it unless you're like doing it. It's just really nice. And I love this gouache brush because it blends so nicely with the color that's already on the canvas. It's just, it's so lovely. It's so realistic as well. Like, look how pretty that blending is, and I've only just added like 2 shades on top of our flat color. I'm enjoying this a lot. This is fun. And lest we forget the little sprout on his head, this cute little green right there. And yeah, I'm gonna just add some shading to his shirt now. There we go. And then after this, I wanted to give a go at doing like a multiply layer on top, just to see how well that works. Probably is going to be fine, obviously, but I don't know. I've recently been getting into, doing multiply layers with like a nice purpley color on top, and just doing, some lighting as well. And yeah, I've been trying to perfect that, so it's like, why not try it out here as well? It just, I think, adds that like final really professional touch to a painting, just adding like, one final overlay layer or some lighting, some specks of lighting. I just think it really ties everything together, makes it look really finished, really professional, and I'm a big fan. There he is. He's a cute boy. He's very cute. I actually did stubble or like some facial hair, which is crazy. Who is she, And then I completely forgot, but I wanted to add the stubble down to his neck, so I'm just gonna do some little hints of stubble down here. I'm really happy with them. And now I'm gonna add that whole overlay layer that I was talking about. There we go. Make it into, actually it's a multiply layer, not an overlay. Whoops. And then the color I normally go for is like around here, like a very pale lilac. And then I just kind of go in and add like just a hint of it like this. You can always like obviously turn down the opacity on it, which I might. And I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger. And I like it because it adds like a color shading to it, and I think it's a nice little finishing touch, to the drawing, and it kind of brings it all together. It makes everything sort of like marry each other, And it adds like a sort of like mood to the painting as well. Yeah. Once you like, play around with it, I think you'll understand what I mean. There we go. See? Even to the plants, why not? You can even do this with like a textured brush as well, and if you want to add like a texture on top of your painting, just to make it look, give it like a sort of a style at the end. Sometimes people do this with like a noise layer as well, which is pretty cool. I quite like that as well when people do that. Yeah, you can really like play around with multiply layers. I really love multipliers. I like playing around with them and seeing what kind of effects I can do. Okay, and now I wanted to try that whole lighting layer as well. I want to add some like little specks of light on him. So let's go and add another layer here. And I normally do, it's either soft light or hard light that I like. I can never remember, honestly. And I'm going to pick like a light yellow color, and there you go. And do like a stripe like this. There we go. Now that looks like he's been kissed by the sun. I always like playing around with different shapes when I do this. Just like a little speckle, like there's light coming in from a window or something, Yeah, again, using a textured brush on this is really fun. You can add some really cool effects. I like going in and just like erasing some bits where I know there would be like a shadow where it wouldn't hit, just to make it even more like realistic, And also like make it follow the valleys of the face and whatever, if that makes any sense. So like if there's a bit that's raised, I will like erase it a little bit to make it look curved. And again, that really helps with the whole illusion that there is sun hitting his face. I'm gonna sign it, and then we're pretty much done. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. This is the final piece that we did on Clip Studio Paint. So my final thoughts are that it was really user-friendly. I managed to just, without a tutorial, just kind of go into it and figure it out as I was going along. If you have any like experience with using Photoshop or Procreate, if you even use it like a few times, I think you'll handle this application really well. Really love the brushes, very, very much. Love the textures, and I love the interaction with the Apple Pencil, like the way that the brushes, you know, the dynamics of it with the Apple Pencil. That was probably the one thing that I really, really loved a lot. It just has a very different interaction to other drawing programs that I've used before. It's a lot more natural, and I don't know how to explain it. I think you really have to try it to know what I'm talking about. It glides really nicely. And yeah, thank you so much again to Clip Studio Paint for reaching out to me and wanting to do a collaboration with the channel. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Also, just a heads up, I reopened my shop, my online shop for you guys, because I'm moving very soon, so I wanted to get rid of a lot of my stock so I don't have to move as much stuff. So depending on when this video goes up, you guys, you know, might want to go head over if you're wanting to buy something. So yeah, links to everything that I mentioned and everything will be down there in the description below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try Clip Studio Paint and your thoughts on it down there in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.